Action Research Multimedia Presentation for Catherine Israel, Section 5. My problem statement: English language learners, ELLs, lack of interaction during language art class grade 5. As a multicultural country, Canadian schools include a huge percentage of English language learners who need support at the beginning of their arrival, academically and socially. It is mandatory that educators find different strategies to ensure students' successful learning. Miscommunication might have negative impact on the students, and this might appear in refusal to attend classes. In my last placement, I was in a very diverse school, and all ELL students were highly accommodated in the classroom in addition to additional classes with the ESL teacher. Personally, I'm tutoring French to a Chinese student who never studied French before. However, the most effective way for communication is visual learning, body language, and facial expressions. This makes him at least feel how satisfied I am when he successfully accomplishes his task, and visual learning and images help the students to understand what is being taught. Also, knowing the student's native language is very helpful and beneficial in communicating with the English language learners. My research question: how do I improve my strategies to help and support English language learners in literacy class grade 5? What do I need to know about English language learners in my classroom to accommodate them and help them achieve success? Definitions of central and relevant terms. English language learners. English language learners are students whose first or native language is not English. English language learners is also known as ESL students in some schools. However, it is not necessary that foreigner students' second language is English. It might be any other language. Literature and noted bibliography. The article focuses on the use of emotional scaffolding in increasing the engagement and interaction of English language learners in education. It demonstrates the use of positive emotional experiences in class by early child teachers to improve literacy skills and academic successful achievements of English language learners. In Islam C and Park M, preparing teachers to promote culturally relevant teaching, helping English language learners in the classroom, Multicultural Education, 23-1-3844. This article addresses the importance of preparing teacher candidates to implement differentiated strategies and lead their ELLs to academic success. The article also states that teachers who know second language acquisition are more prepared to advocate for appropriate instructional accommodations to facilitate engagement of English language learners. Arias, E.A., 2016, Action Research on the Impact of Student Grouping, Procedia Social and Behavioral Sciences, 232 International Conference on Teaching and Learning English as an Additional Language, Globlet, 2016, 14-17, April 2006. This article reflects a witnessed fact that it is popular in most schools where ELLs are usually called for Language Empower class. This article demonstrates of grouping ELLs in a mainstream classroom for maximum inclusion and effect language acquisition. It also highlights the idea of using homogeneous language, which might ease the learning process. Data sources for research question: how do I improve my teaching strategies to enhance English language learners' engagement in English language art classroom for grade 5? What strategies I can use that assess my ELLs and engage them? What do I need to know about my students? Sources: oral conversation. Focus on oral communication with ELLs to increase their chances in learning basic English words at least Anecdotal notes. Keep record for students' progress on a daily basis. Teacher reflective journals. Reflective journals is basically for myself as an educator to keep track of my students' success and modifying the goals if needed. This is monthly reflection. In order to be able to assess my English language learner students, I must find different strategies and ways to be able to engage them and increase their eagerness of learning. Approaching the students in their own native language is very engaging way that I tried with one of the newcomer students. He speaks Arabic, and so do I. So I was of a good help to my associate teacher as I was able to break the ice with him saying good morning in Arabic. And so did my AT as well. This made him feel that he is teaching his teacher and peers his own language and not only being taught all the time. Triangulation, validity, and reliability. Triangulation is a process by which a teacher collects evidence about students' learning. This is through different resources: conversation, observation, and product. Validity, using repeated and familiar words and statements helped in absorbing some words quickly and made the student able to arrange some clear sentences. Reliability. Through my source, anecdotal notes, teacher's observation, oral conversation, and reflective journal, debriefing with the ESL is reliable as I get different point of view. Participants and settings. Participants in this research: English as a second language teacher, classroom teacher, English language learner students, and the setting is classroom, English language class. Ethical considerations. Having English language learner student is common in most of the Hamilton Wentworth District School Board, where I did my 3 placements. Students' cultures and languages are confidential. They might be identified as ESL students, but no one knows where do they come from or what other languages do they speak. Parents sometimes don't admire their background being publicly introduced. Timeline chart data collection process. Oral conversation. I would often use it as much as possible during the English language literacy class. Anecdotal notes on daily basis at the end of the day, last period. For teacher reflective journal, every week. For the closure, I finally found this action research study very informative, and the sources I gathered would be successful to take to my classroom and incorporate more ideas to it to be able to help English language learners interact and communicate academically during English language arts literacy class and eventually socially with their peers. Thank you.